Good morning, Churchill. My name is Haruda Kopian, and I serve proudly as a member of the U.S. Armed Forces in the Army as a member of the 3rd Ranger Battalion in Fort Benning, Georgia. I'm here to talk to you today about Veterans Day. In 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed a bill proclaiming November 11th as Veterans Day and called upon Americans everywhere to rededicate themselves to the cause of peace. On this day, all over the United States, there are ceremonies and remembrances for the people who have sacrificed in service to their country. However, when we think of veterans, I do not think we truly understand the meaning of that word. What is a veteran? For most of us, that word conjures up the image of a soldier dressed in battle uniform, defending the country from any and all aggressors. I would like to offer you a new image. Some veterans bear the visible signs of their service, a missing limb, a jagged scar. Others may carry the evidence on the inside, a pin holding a bone together, a piece of shrapnel in their leg, or perhaps their hardened soul forged in the fields of adversity. However, you can't tell a vet just by looking. What is a vet? He is the policeman charged with protecting your neighborhood after spending 6 months in the deserts of the Middle East in 125-degree heat. She is the nurse or the doctor who for 3 years fought against the carnage of battle and now revels in the care of a 7-year-old with an ear infection. He is the drill instructor who was charged with turning soft boys and girls into hardened men and women. He is now the teacher who tries to pass on the structure of his past to the students he hopes will never face the challenges of battle. She is the gentle old woman who greets all the shoppers at Target who helped care for the liberated prisoners from the Nazi death camps. What are vets? They are the 3 anonymous warriors in the Tomb of the Unknowns whose presence in Arlington National Cemetery must forever preserve the memory of all the heroes whose valor will forever be unrecognized. A vet is the most curious of all juxtapositions, an ordinary person and yet an extraordinary human being, a person who offered some of his life's most vital years in the service of our great country. There are policemen, nurses, doctors, teachers, and greeters who decide to be soldiers, to stand against the darkness of their time and be the greatest testimony to the characteristics that have forged our great country. So on this day, we are to remember the service of all of our veterans. I ask you to remember this. It is the soldier, not the reporter, who has given us the freedom of the press. It is the soldier, not the poet, who has given us freedom of speech. It is the soldier, not the campus organizer, who has given us the freedom to demonstrate. Always remember, President Eisenhower proclaimed Veterans Day and called upon Americans to rededicate themselves to peace. The best way to thank veterans is to use the freedoms they have fought to preserve. Use your freedoms. Speak out against injustice, whether you see it locally, nationally, or internationally. Thank you.
Good morning, Churchill. This is Jawan.
And I'm Mundy with your Daily Dose for Monday, November 11th.
Please rise for the pledge to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Friends of Friends in Need will be holding their first club meeting in room 256 at lunch today. Please arrive at the beginning of lunch. We look forward to seeing you there.
On Thursday, the Relay for Life Club will be having a Zumba class at 2:30 p.m. in the cafeteria. We are asking for a $5 donation per person for the class. All donations will go towards the Churchill Relay for Life team.
The Harry Potter Club will be having a meeting Thursday at 11:10 in room 260. All members come, and new members are always welcome.
On Thursday, November 14th at 10:45 a.m. in room 126, the MTS Academy welcomes Elizabeth Tassis, a WCHS and MTS Academy graduate, who will be speaking about careers in the field of pharmacy. Elizabeth is a third-year student at the University of Maryland School of Pharmacy, working on her doctorate. She graduated from Johns Hopkins University in the Department of Chemistry, Entrepreneurship, and Management. All students are invited to attend. Bring your lunch and listen to the presentation while you eat. Parents are also invited to attend.
The Science National Honor Society is providing tutoring during lunch in room 249, Mondays and Thursdays. Anyone interested in help with any science or math-related problems or any subject at all, please come by.
Are you artsy? How about angsty? Maybe you just have a lot of feelings. If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you should put those emotions to use and create an artistic masterpiece for the Literary magazine. We accept art, photos, stories, and poems. Turn in your work of pure craftsmanship to Miss Nixon in room 227 or Senior Elizabeth Campbell.
The French Honor Society will be selling t-shirts this week for $15. All proceeds from the fundraiser will be given to Doctors Without Borders. We hope that all French students and any other interested students will help us make this huge success. Order forms may be obtained from any of the French teachers or from Madame Tuzeau at lunch in room 268, Mercy.
Varsity and JV boys basketball tryouts begin Friday, November 15th. Varsity will begin at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and JV is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Before you can try out, you must submit all of your paperwork to Coach Bean or Coach Vector. The paperwork is due on before Wednesday, November 13th. Please submit the forms to Coach Bean in the counseling office or Coach Vector in room 203B. See Coach Bean for extra copies.
Well, that's all for today, Churchill. I'm Jawan.
And I'm Munby. Have a great day, Churchill.